Dallas might be in the best position to withstand a temporary absence. Look at this. The 6-1 Cowboys have the best chance in the NFL to win their division. Helps that no other NFC East team have more than 3 wins. Uh-oh. You going to say something about somebody picking Washington?
We could win the division.
Well, we probably could.
It's always something.
Who's the quarterback?
It's always something with
Actually, the 4th best chance to reach the NFC title game. Whoa!
Mina,
what's happening over there?
Quarterback was.
Listen, all right.
Okay, anyway, RC, you noticed a very minor detail that had a major impact with this Cowboys team against the Vikings. What was that?
It was Jaron Kearse is now the play caller. He's the green dot. Yeah. Listen, I played a lot of ball, and I was the captain of 2 different teams. They never gave me the green dot. I'm actually jealous. Now, what this did was let Micah Parsons be free. Let Micah Parsons not think. This is the best he's played from the inside linebacker position. Micah Parsons got to bring this thing back to park ball, right? Run and hit. Jaron Kearse is a guy that was leading this team in tackles coming into the game, but he's a journeyman throughout his career. Imagine the respect you have to have garnered from this offseason to this point to be the guy standing in front of the huddle. And if you look at this team before this game, they gave up a ton of yards, but they were opportunistic. This defense was stingy against the Minnesota Vikings. You can attribute that to 2 things. First, Jaron Kearse is not a play caller. Micah Parsons can be free. Second, Mina Kimes said something nice about Kirk Cousins, and you know what happens after that.
I knew you
were on Friday.
I was just about to praise him. I'd be like, wow, that's a really interesting piece of information, Ryan, because I too noticed that Micah Parsons is better in coverage and tackling, and yet immediately with the shots. I mean, you're right. The second you come out and praise Kirk Cousins, you're basically guaranteeing a primetime, bad game. But I was really, I don't want to talk about Kirk. I want to talk about the Cowboys defense. I was really impressed by them as I continue to be week after week. Because on Friday, the other thing I said, in addition to Kirk Cousins is playing good football, is that this Dallas Cowboys defense has been playing a ton of man coverage, which has really been surprising, frankly, given their DNA, given Dan Quinn being their defensive coordinator. This game was equally fascinating because they come out with some man, but as the game goes on, increasingly more zone. And again, some of that has to do with Kirk Cousins and those Minnesota wide receivers who are really, really hard to cover in man. To me, if you're a Cowboys fan, it's so heartening to see that you have a defense that can make those kinds of in-game adjustments because that's going to matter in the playoffs. All right.
It feels good.
How are you?
It feels good when you say that.
Did you wear those colors for a certain reason?
I actually hadn't worn this suit in a while.
It looks good. You look good. Very nice.
You guys know
you look really
he's
nice.
trying to be all subdued now about the Cowboys. Anyone else notice that?
He was trying to play it cool.
It's getting serious now.
Oh, it's getting serious. Okay,
All right.
go ahead.
You know, a lot of times you loud because you're trying to distract people from what's going to happen on the film.
No, it's getting serious.
Okay.
We at the halfway point, right? Like it's time to start going. Here's the thing for me. What I enjoy more than anything, and there was the questions that we all had. Can they actually line up and play consistent defense? Like, can you get off on 3rd downs? Or do you need these turnovers to shake the game in order to give your offense an opportunity? We are starting to now, which makes me so happy, y'all, get into the conversation of Dallas being a complete football team.
Right.
We knew it hinged on how well that offense did. We talked about the stars, and we were excited about how they got back to running the football and playing physical. Let me tell you something right now. This D-line got 3 dudes that win one-on-ones a lot.
That's what's changed.
Oh, yeah, but Randy Gregory.
Absolutely.
And when you think about what they now have the opportunity to do based on what you said, RC, is the communication for young players is consolidated. And last year, remember we talked about it. When you don't know what you're doing, you can't fly.
100%.
Like you literally cannot. I look at this team now after the Minnesota game as a team that is getting better. That's what I'm more excited about than anything.
I want to ask you a question because it's a conversation that we've had. It's off Mina's point of them playing a little bit more zone as the game went out because the first drive was heavy man. And
got 2 penalties.
Well, and then they threw the little one-step screen, and then they took advantage of Diggs with the vision of Thielen, and then they ran a naked, and Thielen, they had action at Diggs, and they had the crosser to win. Our team's going to start to pick up on Diggs. He's a great player, but he's got eyes sometimes where they're not supposed to be. Is that concerning?
No, absolutely. It's concerning, but the thing is, they understand how to coach it, and now they understand how to call it as well. As Mina pointed out, you start out heavy man, but as the game goes along, you realize what you can and cannot do well. And it's also situational, right? If my offense is playing in the way where I know I can't give up these big plays, I protect them.
That's interesting. So you're saying that's the coach's
tell people what the green dot mean, RC.
It means you the guy.
What
the green dot means is the coaches on the sideline are giving you the call.
Right.
Yeah,
so you're now relaying the call
Yeah.
to the defense, and it's just not a place that a safety normally is.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.